All right, guys, how's it going? So, I've been away. I've been stateside. I'm back in England now. I feel a bit more fresh. I've had a shave and that. You know, I'm waking up from the jet lag. I'm here for a week. Then I go back to Spain. Now, while I was away, I got a little bit of info here and there. But, you know, I'm away. I'm traveling. It's difficult to really focus on things too much. So I'm trying to catch up on things, basically. I'm a few days behind on things. Now, someone that I know, a Cop Talk VIP member, and I mention that because they've been around the Cop Talk thing for many, many years, more than a decade, probably 15 years or something like that. So it's someone that I know of, I know the credentials, I know who they are, and they're a good egg, right? And someone that I would trust, right? Now, they're a solicitor, attorney, whatever you want to, whichever definition is you're more comfortable with, you know? They're involved in legal matters, obviously. And during the summer, I'm not sure when it was, they were involved with a number of other people in the takeover of a sports agency or sports management group called Root. I think it's Root, R-O-O-T. Is that right? Roof. The roof is off. Roof, not root, roof. Anyway, and that company was purchased by a bigger company called Clutch. I know it's Clutch, right? So Clutch bought Roof is on fire. And Roof represents Virgil van Dijk and Harvey Elliott, I think, as well, but definitely Virgil van Dijk. And this is about Virgil van Dijk. Now, about 3 or 4 days ago, what day were we on? Wednesday. So towards the end of last week, I speak to this person, and they were telling me how they've established friendships, relationships, you know, with people on one side of that thing. So either on the Clutch side or the Roof side. I won't go into specifics. I know where, which side, whatever, right? So they're basically speaking to people, involved with people, blah, blah, blah. And they said to me last week that they were speaking about Virgil van Dijk, like, yeah, what's the latest crack and all that. Now, up until, say, the end of last week, I would say around Thursday, Friday, maybe at the end of just before the weekend, this person said to me that, let's be specific, the exact words were a deal with Liverpool Football Club, an extension with Liverpool Football Club, and the exact words were exceptionally close. The word exceptionally was used, exceptionally close, right? You probably think, what does it matter? Just say really close. So I like to be very, very specific with what people say. Exceptionally close. However, and there is a but, nothing has been agreed as yet. So if nothing's been agreed, nothing can be signed, rubber stamp, signed off or anything, right? Even verbally. But this is towards the end of last week. So towards the end of last week, exceptionally close. And if that person, say, was told that on Friday, was that a few days even further back that person said that to that person? Does that make sense? I know this isn't very exciting. Like, you know, it's not sensational, or I didn't, you know, say, I've got news for you at 10 to 2, be there or be square. But this is the real world. This is real life. So this is someone involved in a business transaction that has become close to people within one of those organisations that represents Virgil van Dijk, and it was of their opinion that last week things were exceptionally close between client and club, but not agreed, right? The additional bits there is this person that's saying this to me is someone that's been around the Cop Talk members website for many, many years. I trust them. But at the end of the day, I'm only a messenger. Whether you believe that or don't believe that, I have, you know, it's nothing to do with me. I always say to you, you make your own opinions. My opinion is I believe that. I've always thought that Virgil would stay. However, I can trust someone as much as possible, and they can say it's exceptionally close to them, right? But to me, exceptionally close isn't done. And what I've learned over the years with football is that where money is involved, where ego is involved, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of gameplay, is that unless something is legally binding and signed off, anything can happen, right? And I have to put that in there because if you are a Virgil van Dijk fan, as much as I want to say, well, that's encouraging news, rather than the miles apart, I would still always say just be cautious because you never know. We've seen players before, haven't we, have their video stuff, the big unveil. We signed players or nearly signed players and had all the media stuff done, but then something fell through or things get hijacked, and the thing is that it's a big game between these people, like who's got the biggest e-penis, do you know what I mean, and whatnot. But Virgil wants to stay, that's a good thing. The club say they want him to stay, that's a good thing, but they've still got to, agree on these things. And it's not just money, it's about duration of contract. And duration of contract is very important in this particular case. All right? So I'm going to leave that with you. Just digest it and we'll see what happens. Who signs or he doesn't sign, whatever. All right? So I thought it was fairly positive. But, anything could have happened since Friday or something. He could have signed, could have agreed a deal. Or it could have also collapsed. But this is someone that I would trust, guys. Definitely. I just pass on with you in good faith what someone's saying, but always be cautious. You know what I'm saying? I just picked a fucking spot on my arm and I'm bleeding. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. I'm going to do a live stream now. I'm going live in a few minutes. I'm not doing a live stream this evening at 7 o'clock UK, Wednesday evening, because I'm going out with my friend, a very good friend of mine. I'm in town. I'm not here very often, and he wants to meet up for a few hours and have a little catch up. So I won't be here this evening to do a stream. But I envisage being with you here tomorrow morning to do a morning briefing and to do a stream tomorrow afternoon. There are other things I want to talk to you as well, but they're going to have to wait until after my live stream that's coming up. All right, guys, I'll leave that with you. You may have noticed yesterday, if you follow me on Instagram or X at Duncan Oldham, that what was on my laptop screen when I was on the train. Right. One person noticed that. Right, okay, I've got to go. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment, give me your latest thoughts on whether you think Virgil will go or not. And if you want to buy me a beer, because I'm off to the pub, or a coffee, because I'll need one tomorrow morning, you can hit the thanks button under the video, and I'll give you a shout out on tomorrow morning's morning briefing. All right, guys. I forgot what I was going to say then. Cheers, I guess. Goodbye. That's it. All right, guys. Freeze. All right.